Hello everybody, Houston here. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night. And before jumping to the charts, don't forget to smash the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe as well. And let's do it. So first things first, let's start from the macro and then we go for the micro. The first thing that we have that I want to show you here, it's there's two ways. Just a second. Okay, so let's go first for this one here. And just a moment. All-time high 2017, and here we are at 30 cents, and we have a bullish divergence, right? We talked about this. Indeed, I was the first one to mention this using OBV back in the day, last year. A moment. Yeah, so, oh, sorry, not last year, but we were close, but I think it was for a Bitstamp, if I'm not wrong. So this is the first thing to acknowledge, because volume precedes price. This is a fact, but it doesn't have to be immediate, like today or tomorrow. Okay, it precedes, and precedes take time. But now let's take a quick look here for the Bitstamp. And so, folks, again, so the last time I saw this, it wasn't so aggressive like this. Okay. Just let's take a quick look again for the previous ranges. So 2017, February before the crash, June, and right now where we at. And so OBV stands for the buyers and sellers volume. Okay, you guys can do your research and you will have a better understanding about this. But it's a big bullish divergence. Okay, so for example here, back in the day, we had the high with the all-time high, but right now we have a high without any all-time high. Okay, which means this can happen soon, maybe next month, maybe December. There is no way to know. Okay, so this is one of the reasons I don't call out for prices or for, you know, Buran, etc., but we watch everything. That's when we gather all the clues and we work our thing. So for example here, just a second, make a quick recap here. So what makes the market go crazy? Volatility, right? A lot of money in a short period of time, yes? So we talked about this also in the previous video. We are going to have we are going to see the market going crazy again once we make a move above the previous levels, the ones below. That's when the things will go crazy. But saying right now, we are in a bull run, this is it, is going to happen, it's claptrap stuff. Okay, because they don't have technical evidence. We may go, yes, we may go, it would be amazing. You guys know I am top XRP bull. I am all the way bullish on XRP. I want to see XRP at all-time highs again. But we also have to be a logical person, right? I mean, making our decisions without opium. So, folks, this is very impressive stuff. I was talking with the people in the Champions Club about this, and this is astonishing. All the way bullish, all the way. And we still have people calling for 1 cent. Oh my, believe or not. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's start for the monthly. Oh, let's take a look on volume as well. Oops. Yeah. So there is this move here was a big deal. Was on July, big deal move, and the sellers, they are not catching up for now. Okay, we can't say they are not going to show up again because this is impossible to know, right? At least for now. But it's nice to see big volume here. So far, we're still catching up. There is still one day and 1 hour before the close for this one. And yeah, so and yes, let's take a look on the monthly. Just a moment. Okay, so this candle right here, the last one, was bearish. Okay, was a 50% rejection, around 50%. So it was bearish, and we read what is written, right? What is there? If it's not there, we don't care. And then we had another reaction, which I also talked about in one of the private updates. Let's take a look here on the weekly because it's clear here. Yes, so if I'm not wrong, I talked about this as well in the last video. So this was a strong rejection, okay, at a key level expected. And then the shooting star in the middle, which is bearish. This is not bullish. One of the reasons people were drawing triangles all over and calling for falling wedges, etc., and ending up wrong and wrong and wrong again because they don't know what's happening. Excuse me. So rejection, shooting star, bearish. Then we went down, as you guys can see here. This was a breach. We went for a bullish pennant to a descending triangle, and we broke bearish right here. We are going to talk about this in the 4-hour chart, just a second. And then we are catching up. But the thing here is, if we keep trading inside here, like this is still bearish. Okay, let's draw a box here so you guys can have a better idea. Okay, so this is inside bar trade, which means we are still trading inside. This is not, it's more bad for the bears than it is for the bulls because so far the bulls have the upper hand. Okay, but again, if there is no follow through from the bulls, it's bad. Okay, so what is going to be bullish here? A bull break from the box, and we have to take out the previous guy, and then the other one. Otherwise, there is no bull run, folks. There is no bull run without new highs. Another thing about this, just for us to acknowledge what's happening, what has been happening. So people draw lines and they keep calling for bull breaks, and then XRP so far broke bearish. Okay, so for example, this one right here. Let's start here. We had this line back in the day. I still remember all the charts, and they call this a bull break. No, sorry. Then again, this one right here. That changed for this. This was the swell. You guys remember? A lot of folks calling for moon. What happened? Again. And then I highlighted the falling wedge. You guys remember this one? We've been talking about this one for many months, and we've made a lot of profits here. But again, if we use the line, another bull break, but lower high, bear break. So each time the price goes above their line, they call for moon, and it turns to doom. So we have to watch out for this kind of approach, especially people who only use the lines. Okay, this is not that's not the only factor that we have to look at. And again, if I'm not wrong, I saw something like this, if I'm not wrong, a few days ago, and they are calling for moon again. So we have to be logical here and look for facts. Okay, so far there is no bull run here, there is no moon for now. Okay, and let's take a look on the levels. We talked about this many times. Just a second. Okay, so for we to get started, to say, well, this is it. Okay, that's a bottom reversal in motion. And yeah, so we need to take out all the previous levels. And after, close above the previous low. This is it, folks. That's the only way for this to play out. And this approach here, it's a logical way, because if you look for the moon perspective, it can happen. Oh, just a second. Okay. So if we are looking for the moon perspective, what people look at? They look at this, right? So that's a dangerous approach, but can happen. Yes, it can happen. Yes, we acknowledge that. Okay, would be nice to play out. Yes, would be all the way nice. But remember, parabolic moves need time to consolidation before continuation. That's how it works. There's no other way. Because most people, how do you look at charts? Oh, it's moon. Yes. And then go down. Oh, okay. It's going to zero. And then, oh, it's moon. Oh, okay. It's doom. So that's not how markets work. Now let's go for the 3 days. Okay, there's not a lot of things to see here. Let's go for the daily. Better. Okay, so we have a bullish continuation setup here. Let me show you. It is clear on the 4 hours. And now let's also acknowledge some scenarios that I saw bad TA people calling out. A guy was saying this was a falling wedge. And this is not a falling wedge. A falling wedge, it's falling. It's aggressive move down. This is also not a descending channel. Okay, and why? Because the smart boy left these guys here outside the equation. Okay, that's not how it works. So we had this bullish pennant here, which broke bearish, and then it turned to a descending triangle. As you guys can see here. This was everything that happened so far for this range on XRP. And so another thing, descending triangles, they are somewhat bullish, but they are not 100% bullish, okay? Because they show a sign of weakness, okay? But this is for another video. And the big deal here, let me show you. The big deal here we have for XRP is this. So far I didn't saw any claptrap talking about this, so perhaps it's 100% accurate. Yes. So just a second. We have a possible inverted head and shoulders in motion here for XRP. And not only that, here on the right shoulder, we have a bullish continuation setup playing out, okay, which can play out. We still need evidence. Without evidence, we don't trade. I'm not going to talk about the investment perspective because a lot of people are somewhat holding their coins, right? So make no sense. But yeah, so we have to watch how this is going to play out, especially because if Bitcoin retrace a little before the bull break, XRP may lose the previous bottom here for this range. Okay, remember, for this range. So even if XRP lose the hand here, which is going to be bad, not the best scenario, but yeah, we work with what we have. So let's acknowledge this scenario here, just for the sake of this example. So even a more aggressive retrace here can still give us this inverted head and shoulders. But there is another thing to look at here. That is always something else, because one thing leads to another and another will lead to another. So the markets are always changing, morphing into something else. Another thing, the outcome for a bull break in the inverted head and shoulders here. So try to follow me here. It's going to be something like this. No, this one is too aggressive. Just a second. Yes, somewhat around this range right here. Yes. So now let's take a quick look on the daily. Yes. So as you guys can see, it will be a lower high for the target. Okay, we don't know if it's going to go above the target or stop below. We don't know. But the fact is, the target is close to this range, which still is a lower high, as you guys can see here. And yeah, so we have to see how this is going to play out. And another thing, we are not done yet. Hold on, hold your heads and cool your heads. Oh, hold your head and cool your jet, sorry. It reminds me of the naked sharks. Let's go for the 3 days, just a second. I'm going to be fast here. No, let's go for the weekly. Yeah. So folks, some of you are familiar with my tool. And some people were calling for 40 cents, which is above 37,700, right? Yes. But the thing is, they don't have any technical evidence for such, and they are not acknowledging other key levels. So this can be a big problem, okay? Because people who will be waiting for, just for the sake of this example, okay? Because that's what is going to happen. People who would be looking to take profits on 40 cents, you may another thing, you may not trading, but there are a lot of other people in bots trading, even the exchange trade. The exchanges are the biggest traders in the market. If there is no traders, the market will die. Okay, so have this in mind, because people say, well, I don't trade. So, but it doesn't mean other people are not trading. Okay, without traders, their markets are dead. So and yeah, so they are not acknowledging this level right here. Okay, they are using their magical squares all over, something like this. Yep, never accurate, but okay. So we have to acknowledge all these levels. They are very, very significant, and for the specific reason. And also, take a look at this. So this is very accurate. This is our like our stars map. It's like we use it for navigation, something like this. And yeah, so and also, folks, another thing. This level we are right now, as you guys can see, this one and this one are the ones that hold the highest number of trading activity or volume. Okay, if you have the VPR for TradingView, you will see it. Okay, so this is also another reason why I'm not expecting for crazy moves. The market today is more mature than it was a few years ago. There is much more liquidity, there is much more players, there is smart players, and we have the fiat pairs. Back in the day, we only had the BTC pair. These things people also don't talk about. Okay, so feet in the ground. Let's see how this is going to play out. And yeah, so let's take another look here for the 4 hours. Yeah, so what you guys have to look out is this range right here. This is the key range, and this is the key range for the inverted head and shoulders. Because so far, the right shoulder here, it's bullish. Okay, so we have our position set already, but looking for more a clear picture before we can load up our trucks. Okay, we don't FOMO, we don't rush, we don't fear. Yeah, so folks, thanks for your time, thanks for your patience, thanks for your support as well. Don't forget to smash the like button. You can do it for free. You know, we are expanding here, my knowledge for time. We keep growing together. Yeah, and I hope this analysis can help you in any way, the way you read, the way you trade, the way you know, make you read the charts. And yeah, thanks again. Stay safe out there, and I will see you guys soon. See ya.